going on for like 2.5 years. And so basically what we see on the ground is clearly not being reported. So it's a lot of sudden, a lot of turbo cancers, a lot. And then there's mainly heart disease. And then there's a lot of other things that sort of go down from that as well. But the sudden, the turbo cancers is paramount. Seeing a lot of that.
The sudden, by definition, that would indicate that these are not elderly people. They don't have comorbidities. What's in very broad terms, I'm not trying to uncover the identities of any of your clients, but what is it about this that makes you go, this isn't normal? Who are these people?
It's a lot of people that are young and healthy and are just dropping dead. They just drop dead. I saw someone the other day and in a mortuary, and the injury here from just dropping dead. These ages vary a lot, and you're just hearing it all the time in funeral services. And this is something that you didn't hear 5 years ago, you didn't hear 10 years ago. It is completely different thing. That's all you're hearing. So that's one of the main things that's definitely coming through that's different. And it's also when you're on the ground talking to cemetery staff, these people that are sort of noticing a difference, who are commenting but aren't connecting the dots. And they're just saying, I'll just say things to you like, we used to do a baby funeral once a month. Now we're doing 4 a week. So there's just that massive difference in numbers, a lot. I'm dealing with mum and dads who've had a baby and now they're having the second one they've lost. I'm seeing a little bit of consistency in a cause of death, which is showing no brain development in some of the tiny little people that are 20 weeks gestation. So what they would do at that point, and look, a lot of babies are dying in utero. There's a lot of disformities. There's a lot of miscarriages. And I work with, particular people in hospitals, and they have said to me, I've never seen so many babies. So yeah, that's the really sad part for these people, that they're losing babies at quite different stages in the pregnancy. So it's 20 weeks gestation. It can be 27 weeks. It can be full term. Look, babies have always died. That's the nature of things. Things go wrong and they do die. But there is a definite increase. Absolutely.
There cannot be any doubt whatsoever that what has been happening here for a year now, these are the worst crimes against humanity ever committed. This is worse than what happened in World War II and, of course, in World War I. What's even worse is that so many people are participating in this, the same type of people who participated some 80 years ago in what was then going to be World War II. I'm not just saying this, I'm quoting this from Vera Sharaf, who is a Holocaust survivor. She was a child then when she was in Auschwitz. And she said, this is so incredible. I would never have believed that I'm once again going to have to fight the very same people whom I fought 80 years ago. We all know now, we should know, those 10 or 20% of us who still have a brain to use and to think with, this has never been about the virus. This has never been about health. This has always been about taking everything away from us so that we would be dependent on them, plus population reduction, plus gaining complete control over those who are left. That is, I wouldn't have said this a year ago. A year ago, if you had asked me, or if somebody had told me this, I would have said, hey, you definitely need to see a doctor. But no, this is what all the evidence, all of the people who we interviewed on the Corona Committee, what this points to. This conclusion is inevitable. What we're dealing with is probably 0.00000 something 1% of the population trying to gain control over the rest of the world.